Today I have more get rid of white space ideas. Today we're using bubbles, cardboard, and a vintage stamp set. Also some Dear Julie Julie digitals and items from my stash. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, it's Julie, and I'm here with some more page ideas for the white backs of pages that are on digitals or on cardstock and things like that. I'm going to be using the Angel Kit from Dear Julie Julie and other things from my stash. So we're going to set that aside. We'll come back to that. First of all, I have to make a page, or I needed to make a page that was bubbles. And I have this page of bubbles that we actually, when Izzy was here, we tried citrus water. We boiled down the peels of oranges, and this is what we got. And then we added dish soap to it, and we did the bubbles and then put the bubbles on the paper. It didn't work out super good because, you know, the citrus apparently and the bubbles reacted, but it actually is kind of cool. Okay, we have a bubbly texture, and so I have two of them. So this one that turned out relatively better, we're going to go ahead and use this one. We were experimenting when Izzy was here this summer. We did all kinds of things, and so I'm going to use this one as my bubbles, and we're going to come over to the Angel Kit. And so this is one of the mini pages. There's a 6-pack, and we have another 6-pack, and we have postcards. Looking for the right size. I have large tags, so these you can take and you can turn them into a tag, or you can fold them and use them in your journals. So there is a very Christmassy part to the Angel Kit, and then the blue, just a little, not quite just Christmas. Okay, tags. Oh, I like this one. I think we'll use that one. So this is the small tag page. I'm going to use that. There's side-by-side pages, a whole bunch of them. There's a mini journal kit, and there's more little tiny pieces. There's the other, well, here's the minis of the 6-packs, and these were two other tags. I think I'm going to use the one I showed you. There's more pages to this. Some of them I've already used. And I haven't reprinted because I was low on ink. So I'm going to go ahead and use this image here, and I'm going to rip around it. And I decided to just go ahead and rip it straight off this larger paper, because if I cut the thing out and then I rip, it hurts my old thumb injury, and it has been irritated lately, and I just don't want to go there. So okay, I'm holding with my left. You can see my fingernails going right around his little toes, so I don't cut his little toes off, or the little toes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add this to the page. But I'm going to put all these up here. But I don't want to add just that. So I pulled out this large stamp, And I'm going to be using blue ink today. It's the Archival Ink Periwinkle. And I'm just going to put some ink on this pad, just random, not covering the whole thing, just random on the pad. And then I'm going to put it down and at an angle and kind of off the page. Okay, and I am gonna, it's a large stamp, so I want to make sure that there's enough pressure and that the ink is going on there. So I'm gonna leave it on for a few, make sure I'm pressing down, and that gives me the ink. Okay, so the music, I love it. Okay, so he's gonna be able to come in and go right there. And I wanted to use some more of the embossed paper, but I don't see the embossed, I don't see it. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some pattern to put behind him. I just think that it needs a little something else on here. And so we'll grab a glue stick. And go ahead and put glue on this. This is pattern paper. I think this came out of the stuff, one of the boxes from Sarah. Okay, so I'm going to put this down. Okay. There. And then we'll go ahead and glue this. Okay, so my paper is bubbles. And you saw the other day I showed you the bubbles that was done with the black ink. And that's the one I'm using for okay, and that is going to give us a beautiful little collage. And you can look around and see if there's something else that we want to add. And I think let's see, peace and joy. Come, joy to the, I like joy to the world. Okay, we've been using these little words. These strips of words came from Tim Holtz Christmas paper pad. I do have Christmas words in a couple of my digitals, but we've been working on using this paper pad this season. I think this would look really great with, or using that with the new Birth of Jesus, Oh Holy Night digital kit. It is, that one is available in the Etsy shop. I don't remember if I showed it to you today. It is antique pages from a book from 1918 called The Life of Christ in Pictures. And it has several, you got 12 different pages, and I did them in different sizes. I did them where you get more of the background space, and then I did it where you got where the picture was bigger. But I also think if you're doing like an angel journal, that there are some beautiful angels in this kit that you could also take out. So it is on sale in the Etsy shop for 25% off this week. So check that out. And the link to the Etsy shop is in the description box down below. So bubbles, and then I just stamped that and added the pattern paper to the back. And so that is my bubble page. We're going to go ahead and fold it, and that way it is ready to go into the other pages that I already have ready for this journal. And so there's that. So next we have the other bubble page. And I'm going to start by folding this one in half so I have it. Okay. And then I'm going to decide which side. You can see the bubbles here. Okay. But the rest kind of just spread out. So it's a kind of a bubbly blob. Let's see. I think I want this to be the side that is going to be up. Okay. This is going to be the side that, and for this, I need add lines. So I am going to take, I have from a light box from Christmas lights, I have this that I had cut out, and it is the corrugated part of the cardboard, and I'm just going to go ahead and ink that, and we'll add that. Let's add it to the inside. Okay. So one of our things is we need to add lines. Now I'm going to go ahead and I want as much ink to come off of the cardboard as I can get. And so we just have some faded journaling lines. I love this size myself. So, and since this is my idea journal, I think it will be great. Now this one I'm going to go ahead and put it here a little bit more, not in the, a little more to the center of the page, just for something a little different. Okay. So there I've added lines, and now this, I'm going to put this back in my stencil box, but I also have one that's cut this way. I did a video where I took a piece of packaging that was kind of thick, and I put rubber bands around it, and we made lines, made a rubber stamp out of the rubber bands. That was a few years ago, and I went to get it, and the rubber bands had disintegrated. So I'm not making a new one, but just so you know, if you did that a few years ago, mine disintegrated. So another thing is adding in book pages, and I have this one already cut out because this book that I've been using, some of it is just not what I would, it's a military story, and so there is, it's a person's, his autobiography, and he goes into a little more detail. The cover made a great book cover, but the book itself has been interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and, just like we did before, I really like little collage in the journals, just little pieces of collage, and I think I'm going to go ahead and put this guy in just a little piece of it. Okay, we've used that a couple other places in here. And you know what, let's go back to that. Do we have another? I want kind of a lot. Ooh, let's use oh yeah, this one where she's playing the harp. Okay. I might have cut her feet off. Oops. But I was trying to save the little angel that's below her. Okay. I think we'll go down. And I'm going to go ahead and my sewing machine is not available right now, so I'm going to attach this with staples, just with my tiny attacher. Okay, so that is attached to this. So when I put it in here, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut the edge pieces off so it's not so drastic, and then we'll put that down there. So this is adding lines, and then on your pages where you're, remember we're doing a stamped page, a stenciled page, add lines, masterboard, you just have to do some other embellishing to it, to your page. Okay, so there's that. And at the same time, because this is an idea journal, wanting to add things that would give you ideas of things. So I'm going to go ahead, and I've got these two banners. Well, actually they're scraps. They're the triangle corners from when I made a tag the other day. And I'm going to go ahead and put one here. And one next to it so that it looks like a little bunting. Okay. And let's see. I'm going to add these flowers. I did add the flowers to one of the other pieces in here, so we'll add them here. Okay, and I still haven't found my gold thread. It's usually here on the desk, but here's some. Here's some of this. I'm going to go ahead and put that under the flower. So it's very early in the morning. It's amazing how many noises you hear in the morning. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add a knot. of this. And if I can, I'll add one on this side too. Okay, so this is going to give me, this is my lined page, and I did line this one also. And the thing that I wanted to do with this is I'm going to put it in next to the next to this one, and I'm thinking it can become a pocket. Okay, so I've made my 2 pages, and I'm going to make something else out of the 2 pages. Okay, so I'm going to make a pocket. This is not, okay, that'll cover the book pages and the fact that they're upside down compared to, because I was just going to decorate the book pages, because but then I looked at them and I was like, they're upside down. That will make me crazy. The book page, yeah, book page is upside down. Yeah, okay. Go ahead and put that down. That'll give me a nice strong edge on for the pocket. We'll do it for both sides. So we've also given the idea from the idea book that you can take something that has a white page background, which, yeah, this is got bubbles on it, but you can put that in. Okay, make sure that we're in the right direction. We are. And we'll go ahead and put these down. So next I'm going to do some stamping on a variety of ways, okay, to add stamping. And I'm going to show you a stamp set that I have that we're going to do a little auction for on Friday at the Friday freebie. It was in my mom's stash, and there were 2, and one of them was brand new. Well, it was brand new in 1993. It is a vintage rubber stamp set. And so we are going to do a little auction at the Friday Fun Day. But I'll show it to you here in just a minute. And it's an angel set. Okay, so I've gone ahead and glued this to the middle and to the sides here. Giving me 2 large pocket pages. Okay. And that's something that I like in a journal, is a large pocket page. And so let's come down here because we did. Okay, so there's my lined page. It's been attached to my masterboard page, giving me these 2 large pockets. Okay, so that is our second page idea for today. And so down in my, let's see, okay, what else did we have? Here we go. Bring this out. Okay, that's available in the Etsy shop. Okay, so for our next one, I need a stamped page. And so I am going to stamp on the back of this page. This was a page that the Patreons got. I believe the Emerald Patreons got it when I did all the antique pictures. You'll be seeing that journal because I found it and I need to finish it. But anyway, today we're going to add, you know what, I think I want, for this stamping, I want just the plain white. I'm going to do it on the white. Okay, so I have a tablet of white paper here, and that's what I'm going to use. And I'm going to bring out my set of the angels. So this was one set that was in her stash, and I found that, and I put it in my stuff. But then there was this one also. It's the same set, but I'm missing the arrow, the harp. I think that's all. Oh, and the halo. And so, and I might find those in one of her other boxes of stamps and stuff. But this is the stamp set that I am going to be auctioning off on Saturday. So, copyright personal stamp exchange 1993. So 30 years ago. It is a vintage stamp set. And so, yeah, I think that'll be fun. And I have this I'm going to be using. I'm going to use that. I think might want to use the I Believe in Angels in the piece. We're going to do a couple different things. So, yeah. So to start off with, we have this cute little image. And we're going to go ahead and do her using the blue. And she's a little bit bigger, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this over. You'll get better coverage. I've used this already a couple times this morning, so it's already been prepared. The stamp is ready to have ink added to it. Now I am going to go ahead and hold this down and let the ink transfer from the stamp to the page. And then I'm going to take my Yasutomo and Company gold paper pad, and I'm going to just put it right over the top of that. Okay? And so some of the glittered showed up on the edges. I love the way that looks. And so stamping and using a stamp pad. That's what we did there. Okay. Now let's see. I have the gold stars. Okay, so the gold stars, and we'll go ahead and come up. We're going to just make like a little band over here on the right where she is the star. Okay, and then we've got the gold stars coming down, and this was, it doesn't say. Also from my mom's stash, I added it into mine. And so I think what I do want to do over here while we have our ink out is I'm going to go ahead and just distress the edge of this. I think that that's going to make a difference on this page. So this, you could have this be on the back of a, you know, like we talked about, like we're doing here, on the back of a page from cardstock or digital. But if you saw, the digital was kind of showing through. So that's why I moved to white paper. I didn't want it to take away from her. But if I had cardstock, I think that would work out. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and, of course, remembering that wherever we touch first is where the most ink is going to come out. And you saw where we used paper to make our lines like this. Okay, so you can make your lines using ink. We did that the other day. Okay, and then we'll just, in case there's any ink left, we don't waste any. Okay, so there I added her and then put the stamp pad over her, added the gold stars, and then I inked it. So the inking is my embellishment for this particular page. Okay, so that's going to be my stamped page for the journal. Okay, I'm going to put it over there. Now, wanting to show you, so another thing that you can do, you can use your inked page here, is you can just print on your page with your stamp in a pattern. Giving you a background. Okay, so that can give you a background. And let's see. And you can have more than one. Okay, we're going to want to stamp this on something first, because I did not use this one earlier. See if I can find a page that has some blank space on it so we can see how it's stamping. Okay, that'll be fine. So we want to go, I think we'll go below. So that gave us some angels. I think we need an angel there and an angel there. Okay, so yeah, so pattern stamping. pattern stamping will give you another background page. And of course we showed you with the large music. Okay. And again, this is a large stamp, so I want to make sure I put good pressure on the center. Okay. I don't know what we can get out of this, but we'll see. We got the dark from over there, but that's okay. Okay. Let's see. And we have this that says, "Hark the Herald Angels Sing." I want to make sure that the whole thing would be on one page. Okay, again, I am holding it down to make sure that as much ink will transfer as I can get, so I get a good image. So yes, so you can do a monotone page, but you can also come back in and add stenciling. Okay, and I have my Tim Holtz stars right here. Okay, so there. Let's go ahead. What can happen over here is we've just got a little bit of something going on, and if we put a pocket here, that is going to be, you've got a little bit of something going on, and that'll be, I think, a good thing to have a little bit of something going on there. And so so another page, and I can add that to also. So I did my stamping and then some stenciling, and your stenciling counts as your extra thing. Okay, so stamping and little collaging. We did some stenciling, and I got my stamped page done, my lined page done, and my bubbles page. So we have our bubbles page with the fun collage, okay, that is ready to add into the journal. We have our add lines page, whoops, And it is on a bubbles page, but it's the add lines, and we did make it into a large pocket, and we did this fun little collage here. And then we have lines here, and we have lines here to be able to journal. Okay, and then we did a couple of stamping pages. So this one where we stamped the image, then we took the stamp pad and put it over the top, and then did some more stamping. And then my extra thing, I inked around the edge with the blue. And then this is also a stamped page, and because I need a total of 60 pages, so I need a couple extra on top of the 12 ensembles and the 12 pages. So and this one won't be very bulky. So these are the not adding bulk. Okay, so we had the bubble page, gives you a page that's not really super bulky. And so, yeah, so I love them. Which one was your favorite? I love them all. I think I love the bubble page. Yeah, the bubble page. This one with those yeah, that's my favorite. So I get to mark off 4 more pages. I think I only have a couple of pages left to do for the angel book. So I get to mark off stamped, and I get to mark off add lines, and I get to add off or mark off bubbles. So we have paint and strips of paper left to do. Paint and strips of paper. And so, oh, and we used a couple pieces of digital. So I'm going to put over here small tags. So we're going to try and use that whole page, because remember, I need to use all those Dear Julie Julie pages. This is for the December to help us remember idea book junk journal challenge here on the Dear Julie Julie channel. Remember, if you make it and finish it, post it in the group like it says in the details video. There are prizes and a 2-hour virtual party that's a lot of fun. So yeah, so the angel kit and is on sale in the Dear Julie Julie Etsy shop. Oh, we also did the block page. I like this. Okay. Yeah, just a way to add more more stuff to your white pages. We're going to be auctioning this off on Friday at the Friday Fun Day. So I hope you'll be there. And yeah, so there you go. Stamped page, lines, and bubbles are done. And so thank you guys so much for being here. Have an amazing day. The link to the Etsy shop is in the description box down below, and I will have the Friday Fun Day in the Patreon later today, and in the other places hopefully by tomorrow. Find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.